For over 3 years, Brandon Blackstock, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, quietly battled skin cancer, a struggle he kept mostly out of the spotlight. His recent passing shocked many, coming after a long fight that few knew about. During this difficult time, Kelly was balancing caring for their 2 children while managing a demanding career as a singer, talk show host, and coach.
I care 100% more about my children than I do anything else on this planet.
Just hours before Brandon's death, Kelly canceled the rest of her August shows for her Las Vegas residency studio sessions. Fans who attended her recent performances noticed she was visibly emotional, especially during her hit song Piece by Piece, a deeply personal ballad about her past relationship with Brandon. It was clear she was holding back tears as she sang, showing just how much the situation weighed on her.
It was a very vulnerable song in a sense of like, saying aloud like, yes, I did have help and somebody helped put me back together. I think a lot of people would view that as weakness, but I think it's a strength to trust someone.
Brandon's half-brother Shelby was the first to speak out publicly. He described the huge loss their family has felt, calling Brandon a brother, father, grandfather, and son who was full of life and humor. Shelby's words showed how close they were and how much everyone will miss Brandon. Now, this past year has been incredibly hard for Kelly. Multiple sources say she's been struggling with the thought of losing someone she once truly loved, all while trying to be a single mom to their 2 kids, River, 11, and Remington, 9. Can you imagine juggling that with everything else on her plate?
We have 4 kids and divorce is never easy.
Because yes, Kelly's life has been nonstop. She's set to come back soon for the 7th season of her own show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. And she's also signed up to return as a coach on The Voice. Though she has filmed some audition rounds, insiders reveal she might skip the live shows to focus on her family and healing.
I'm a mama bear, and my kids come first.
Even with their messy and public divorce, Kelly cared for Brandon during his illness. That's a tough thing to do when your relationship has been as complicated as theirs. Back in March, Kelly had to take time off from her talk show, missing 10 tapings because of personal reasons. During that time, some of her celebrity friends like Andy Cohen and Brooke Shields stepped in to help out. Kelly also missed a show in April, but kept quiet about the reason, wanting to protect her kids from the rumors swirling around. And speaking of rumors, people close to Kelly called all that gossip disgusting and hurtful, reminding everyone that this is a private, painful time for her family. A source who has worked with Kelly summed it up best. Her life has been insanely complicated. The divorce was toxic, co-parenting was tense, and now, the loss of Brandon adds another heavy layer to her journey.
I was destroyed, like on the ground, like crying.
It's a lot to carry, but Kelly continues to show strength amid it all. Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock met in 2006 when Brandon's father, who once was Kelly's manager, introduced them. However, Brandon was married at the time. Although some outlets reported that the pair began dating in 2011, Clarkson seemed to confirm that they reunited in the 2012 Super Bowl, where she sang the American national anthem. There he was at the Super Bowl, and he was single, the star told the Daily Mail. A few months into the relationship, Kelly told Us Weekly, "He's ruining my creativity. I'm writing all this happy." The lovebirds felt so good together that they got engaged in late 2012 after dating for only 10 months. The singer announced the news on Twitter, saying it had been the happiest night of her life. The pair got married the following year. Sometime later, Kelly confessed that she didn't expect to get married or have kids before meeting Brandon. "I had a very high bar," told The View. The singer also reveals that being a stepmom to Blackstock's kids had made her want to have children of her own. In 2014, the pair welcomed their first child together. A year later, Clarkson announced her second pregnancy in an emotional and unexpected way. The singer was giving a concert and began getting emotional during the song Piece by Piece, which is a tribute to Brandon and also talks about Kelly's rocky relationship with her father.
Have you stayed in touch with your father?
No, I've never really been in touch with him. And I know a lot of people go, oh, but it's not really that situation. I think if you don't grow up with it, it's hard to miss something you never had.
The star fought back the tears. She was getting so sentimental that she decided to explain why she couldn't get through the song. "I was not planning on announcing this, but I'm totally pregnant," she said. Kelly then apologized to her husband for the unplanned announcement, stating, "I'm just so hormonal. Kelly and Brandon's son was born in 2016. The singer announced it through Twitter, where she told fans that she couldn't be happier or more in love. Clarkson was optimistic about the relationship since she assumed that there are always things the couple has to work on. Unfortunately, the coronavirus quarantine proved her wrong. A source told Life and Style magazine that Kelly hated having to self-isolate with Brandon. They haven't been getting along for a while and clash on so many levels. The insider added that the couple had grown apart over the years, and being in lockdown together heightened their problems. In June 2020, Kelly filed for divorce, citing the usual irreconcilable differences. Later on, she admitted on her show that she hadn't seen it coming.
2020 has been a dumpster fire. Yep, just all the word I can't say on this show just piled together and it's on fire. That's really what it feels like.
Clarkson revealed that the divorce was especially hard because it didn't just involve her heart, but also her children's.
We have 4 kids and divorce is never easy. And we're both from divorced families. So, we know the best thing here is to protect our children and their little hearts. So
fans were shocked at the news of the divorce, but insiders soon shed light on why the marriage didn't work. Everyone thought Kelly and Brandon had the perfect marriage, but they definitely didn't. A source told Us Weekly, explaining that Clarkson was quite high-strung, while Brandon is very laid back. Months before, the musician had also revealed that she wanted more children, while Blackstock didn't. On top of that, Brandon preferred their quiet life in Nashville, but Kelly needed to stay in LA due to her work. As if the divorce itself wasn't enough, Starstruck Management Group, which is owned by Blackstock's father, sued Kelly. They accused the singer of not paying them over $1.4 million in commissions since they had managed her for over a decade. Clarkson filed a petition to the lawsuit in which she accused the company of violating the California Labor Code. She claimed that the management group had begun its activities without getting a talent agency license first. They reportedly didn't follow the Talent Agencies Act. Kelly claimed that the commission agreement she had with the agency should be declared void and unenforceable. Starstruck's attorney talked to People magazine, saying that Clarkson's filing conveniently ignores the fact that she had her own licensed talent agency at all times. That was her agency of record, while Starstruck only provided some services to the musician. In her filing, Kelly also said she should be returned the money she previously paid the agency. Meanwhile, the divorce proceedings were still going on. Clarkson was granted physical custody of her kids. In the custody documents, it was said that Kelly and Brandon had a difficult time co-parenting due to issues of trust between them. In July 2021, the singer's lawyer filed legal documents asking the judge to declare her legally single, according to documents obtained by TMZ. The following month, Kelly asked the judge to legally restore her last name. Finally, in September 2021, both Clarkson and Blackstock were declared legally single. Their marital or domestic status would end in early 2022. The exes still had to come to a financial agreement. Brandon was demanding $5.2 million a year in spousal support, plus $436,000 in monthly spousal and child support. A source close to the former couple said that Kelly had offered to pay for all the kids' expenses, but Brandon seemed to think he was entitled to more. The person added that Blackstock was asking for $2 million in attorney fees, while he was the one driving up the costs of the divorce. Apparently, he had 7 attorneys representing him alone. An insider told Us Weekly that the singer was not even entertaining the idea of settling with Brandon. He will not get 1 penny from her that isn't ordered by the judge. It's going to be nasty. The source also revealed that Kelly was devoting all her free time to preparing for the trial.
Now, there are days that are like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe my life right now. It's so not what I thought or wanted or.
Finally, the divorce was settled in March 2022. Clarkson was ordered to pay Blackstock over $1.3 million, along with $45,601 per month in child support until her children turn 18, graduate high school, or otherwise become self-supporting.